The rain fell in a steady downpour, drumming a mournful rhythm on the thatched rooftops of the small village nestled in the valley. The streets, usually bustling with activity, were now empty, save for a solitary figure trudging through the mud. This was Hiroshi, a Ronin, a masterless samurai, whose tattered clothes and weary expression spoke of a life spent in search of purpose. Hiroshi had once served a noble lord with unwavering loyalty. However, his lord's untimely death had left him adrift in a world that valued allegiance above all else. The code of bushido, which had once been his guiding light, now seemed like a distant memory. He wandered from village to village, offering his skills with the sword in exchange for food and shelter. One evening, as Hiroshi sought refuge in a roadside inn, he overheard a conversation that piqued his interest. Two men, cloaked in shadows, spoke in hushed tones about a plot to overthrow the Shogun. The Shogun, Tokugawa Ieyasu, had ruled with an iron fist, maintaining peace through strict control. A plot against him threatened to plunge the land into chaos. Hiroshi's instincts, honed through years of service, urged him to investigate further. He knew that his path was about to take a dangerous turn, one that would lead him deep into the heart of political intrigue and betrayal. The next morning, Hiroshi left the inn with renewed determination. His journey led him to a bustling market town, where the whispers of rebellion grew louder. He made contact with an old ally, a merchant named Kenji, who had his ear to the ground when it came to matters of the realm. Kenji was a shrewd man, his eyes sharp and calculating. He greeted Hiroshi with a knowing smile. "It has been a long time, my friend. What brings you to these parts?" Hiroshi leaned in, his voice low. "I'd have heard of a plot against the Shogun. I need information, Kenji." Kenji's expression darkened. "There are dangerous forces at play, Hiroshi. The conspirators are powerful and ruthless. But I may have something that can help you." Kenji led Hiroshi to a back room, where he retrieved an ancient scroll. The parchment was worn, its edges frayed, but the ink remained vivid. "This scroll contains details of the plot. Guard it with your life." Hiroshi accepted the scroll with a solemn nod. As he read through its contents, he realized the gravity of the situation. The plot was far-reaching, involving high-ranking officials and influential daimyo. The shogun's life was in grave danger, and only a few loyalists stood between him and a violent coup. With the scroll safely tucked away, Hiroshi set out to warn the shogun's loyal retainers. His journey took him to Edo, the heart of the shogunate. The city was a labyrinth of grand palaces, bustling markets, and hidden alleys. It was here that Hiroshi would find allies and enemies alike. As Hiroshi navigated the streets, he felt eyes upon him. He was being watched. His hand instinctively moved to the hilt of his katana, ready to defend himself. He knew that the conspirators would stop at nothing to silence anyone who posed a threat to their plans. One night, as he made his way to a secret meeting with a loyal retainer, Hiroshi was ambushed. Shadows emerged from the darkness, blades gleaming in the moonlight. Hiroshi fought with the skill and precision of a seasoned warrior, his katana cutting through the air with deadly accuracy. But the assailants were relentless, and Hiroshi soon found himself overwhelmed. Just when it seemed all was lost, a figure appeared from the shadows, dispatching the attackers with swift, lethal strikes. Hiroshi recognized his savior as Kade, a kunoichi, female ninja, with a reputation for unmatched skill and cunning. Kade helped Hiroshi to his feet. "You are brave, Ronin, but you cannot do this alone. The conspirators are many, and their reach is vast." Hiroshi nodded, his gratitude evident. "I need your help, Kade. Together, we can uncover the plot and protect the Shogun." With Kade by his side, Hiroshi delved deeper into the conspiracy. They followed leads that took them to remote villages and hidden fortresses, each step bringing them closer to the heart of the plot. Along the way, they encountered allies who shared their determination to preserve the shogunate. One such ally was Masao, a former samurai who had turned to a life of farming after the death of his lord. Masao's knowledge of the land and its people proved invaluable, and he joined Hiroshi and Cade on their quest. Their journey led them to a hidden fortress in the mountains, a stronghold of the conspirators. It was here that they would find the leaders of the rebellion and uncover their ultimate plan. The fortress was heavily guarded, its walls bristling with armed men. Hiroshi, Cade, and Misao devised a plan to infiltrate the fortress. Under the cover of darkness, they scaled the walls and slipped past the guards. Inside, they discovered a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, each filled with weapons and supplies for the impending coup. In the heart of the fortress, they found a chamber adorned with banners bearing the crest of the conspirators. There, they confronted the leaders of the plot, men of power and influence who had grown disillusioned with the Shogun's rule. As Hiroshi and his allies confronted the conspirators, they were met with a shocking revelation. Among the leaders of the rebellion was someone they had trusted, a former ally who had betrayed them for the promise of power and wealth. The betrayal cut deep, but Hiroshi's resolve remained unshaken. He knew that the future of the shogunate rested on their shoulders. With a fierce battle cry, he and his allies engaged the conspirators in a fight to the death. The battle was brutal and unforgiving, the clang of steel echoing through the fortress. Hiroshi fought with the fury of a man who had found his purpose once more. Cade's movements were a blur of deadly precision, and Misao's strength and skill were unmatched. Despite their efforts, the battle took a heavy toll. Misao fell, mortally wounded, his sacrifice allowing Hiroshi and Cade to press on. They fought their way to the heart of the fortress, where they faced the leader of the rebellion, a man whose ambition knew no bounds. The leader of the rebellion was a formidable warrior, his skills honed through years of training in battle. Hiroshi and Cade faced him together, their determination unwavering. The clash of swords was fierce, each strike a testament to their resolve. Hiroshi's blade found its mark, and the leader of the rebellion fell, defeated. But the victory was bittersweet. The cost had been high, and the road ahead was still fraught with danger. With the conspirators defeated, Hiroshi and Cade returned to Edo to warn the shogun. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they had taken the first step in safeguarding the future of the shogunate. Upon their return to Edo, Hiroshi and Cade were granted an audience with the shogun. Tokugawa Ieyasu, a man of wisdom and strength, listened intently as they recounted their journey and the threat they had uncovered. The shogun's gratitude was profound. "You have shown great courage and loyalty. The shogunate owes you a debt of gratitude. Your actions have preserved the peace of our land." Hiroshi bowed deeply, his heart filled with a sense of purpose and honor. For the first time in years, he felt the weight of his duty lift, replaced by a renewed sense of belonging. Cade, too, was honored for her bravery and skill. The shogun recognized the invaluable role she had played in uncovering the plot and protecting the realm. With the threat of rebellion quelled, Hiroshi and Cade embarked on a new journey. They vowed to continue their fight against injustice and protect the peace of the shogunate. Their bond, forged in the fires of battle, grew stronger with each passing day. Hiroshi had found his purpose once more, and Cade had discovered a path that allowed her to use her skills for the greater good. Together, they faced the challenges of their world with unwavering resolve, their hearts united in their quest for honor and justice. As they traveled the land, they encountered new allies and faced new enemies. Each step brought them closer to their ultimate goal, a world where peace and justice prevailed, and the bonds of loyalty and honor were unbreakable. Years passed, and Hiroshi's name became legend. The tale of the Ronin who uncovered a plot to overthrow the shogun was told in villages and towns across the land. His deeds inspired others to stand against tyranny and fight for what was right. Cade's legacy, too, endured. Her skill and bravery became the stuff of folklore, her name whispered in awe by those who heard her story. Together, Hiroshi and Cade left an indelible mark on the history of their land, their actions a testament to the enduring power of honor and loyalty. And so, the story of Hiroshi, the masterless samurai, and Cade, the kunoichi, became a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. Their journey, filled with danger and intrigue, was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light of honor and justice could never be extinguished.